you forever. Oh, fuck me.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland.
Please don't walk away. Yeah.
Here's Harrison Nevis to get this one started. And we're off
Oh,
and
he didn't
running
even
from
think to look
Landover.
up and back. That's insane. No.
This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our
No.
first snap to see the first action of this game.
How could he do that?
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Forced out to his right. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. George Pickens, the intended target. And that makes it 3rd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Fields on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Oh, I fucking hit him as he threw, man.
The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. George Pickens the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The first carry here for the rookie from the U. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On first down, here's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
2nd down and 10. Daniels setting up the running back screen. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Has him on the quick hitter. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30. Motioning one of the tight ends. On 1st down, they'll run. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Another carry for him. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good.
Running double A gap is
start off
crazy
well, tie thing 7-7.
on the goal line.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on 3rd and long. ETN on the catch. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll run here on 1st down. Across midfield to the 45. And he has it down to the 26-yard line.
Fuck.
Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Play action, Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and he couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Got Washington. It's complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns.
I don't know what to do, man. It's fucking...
It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd, and they have to be thinking points here. ETN on 3rd down. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Working quickly here. Counter give to ETN. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. ETN will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Fields out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Fields now on 4th. And he's going to score.
I should have known he wasn't going to
Pittsburgh.
fucking...
The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They've got a man in motion. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 11. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Putting the tight end in motion. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Chased out to his right. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
Goddamn.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Mevis ready to send this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all. But now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set. First and 10. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. And it's the Steelers in an unenviable third and pretty far. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first. Fields to throw it. Stays in the pocket. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Inside handoff goes to ETN. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That's taken in by ETN. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throw for Fields. He'll get this to ETN. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Fields to throw. He's on the move. And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down,
Good
and an
fucking
exciting
defensive
2 to
stop.
go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this.
He's got 1 completion over the middle.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback.
Meow, 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 meow.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 36. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. Out of the gun, Daniels. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Down the sideline inside the 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Daniels. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Motioning him from the slot right. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They kick the running back in motion. Daniels on 1st down. Dump off caught by his back. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Oh, I had Sonata, I just didn't see him.
And they're headed in reverse after that sack. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Mevis able to knock it through.
Fuck, man.
And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down. Off play action, it's Fields.
No, no, no.
The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Looking to throw Fields. ETN on the catch. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Secures this at the 17. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Finds the in route complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jalen Johnson with the stop. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. It's taken in by Sinnott. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
I'm sure, Coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Flush down now to his left. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. They'll come up 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Running in the red zone. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Again, Daniels to the air. Headed out right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Man.
There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Second down now, 7 to go. ETN again. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They go right back to ETN.
Dude.
And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Fields on third. Forced out to his right. And he's dropped for a stunningly big loss. The Steelers set to punt it. And this will be his second effort of the contest. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Commanders' offense will take over inside of enemy territory. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Little off-center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for the back that time. So it's second down coming up. To throw, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Fourth down, here's Daniels. Trying for a touchdown here. And that is caught. It's a
Fuck you think this is? You think you can put one-on-one that's not no linebacker in the league cover my guy?
Point after by Mevis is good. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. Mevis ready to send this one away.
Not a linebacker in the league who can cover my guy.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Fields out of the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Completed here to Pickens. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this third down. On the run, it's Etienne. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play fake here, Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
And they'll stop him after a minimal gain, down to about the 36. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Receiver in motion, headed right. They'll throw on 3rd and long. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll try and punch it in, and he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Catch is made in close. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be 4th down. Mevis able to knock it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Fields on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Steelers down by a very unlucky 13. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those quick throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Throwing now. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Desperation time here on 4th. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Tossing right to the short side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. That's 7 yards on the run. Still 6 to go on third.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
So score this as a win for the Commanders. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.